Hey, what's going on, Knoxville 363? I am back again with another Boost Mobile phone review, and today we will be reviewing the newest phone released from Boost Mobile on the 6th of September of 2012, and it is the Samsung Galaxy S2, which is the second 4G phone device, which retails for $370 plus tax. Alright, so let's run through the contents really quick on what comes with your phone. You will have your user manual, which kind of helps the beginning users who've never had an Android phone before. Just gives you very basic information on how to operate it, just like I said, just the very basics. Next is your phone insurance card. Just kind of explains and runs through it and why it's worth getting insurance on your phone, especially with the Samsung Galaxy S2 that retails for $370. It's something you may want to consider. Next is once again, another one of these bags where you can send your old phone to Boost Mobile and they will properly dispose of it. It already is no postage necessary, so you don't have to pay for anything. And last but not least, besides the obvious of your phone being in it, is a nice Samsung, it's not a matte finish, a shiny finish this time, kind of like similar to the HTC. And once again, a USB disconnect. Now, one thing that you will notice that does not come with the Samsung Galaxy S2 is a micro SD card, which normally all Boost Mobile phones, especially Androids, come with a 2 GB micro SD card. However, due to the fact that this has a lot more room, a lot more internal storage, that's probably why they do not give you one. Alright, so getting into the actual design of the phone, you will notice right away how large the actual phone is. This is the largest device on the Boost Mobile lineup. It's approximately about a ½ an inch larger than the ZTE Warp when you have them side by side. I think that the white finish is actually quite neat. I like how it's crisp white. It's not like a matte finish. It is a shiny finish done to it with a silver bottom and a silver border that runs all along the phone. On the front you will have a 2 megapixel camera, and on the rear, which is a different design, which it's directly in the middle as opposed to the right or left. It's a 8 megapixel camera with flash. On the top of the device you'll have a 3.5mm head jack, your power sleep button on the right side, your volume rocker on the left side, and your micro USB charging port on the bottom. Now, I think that was really nice that they incorporated the power sleep button on the side of the phone as opposed to the top, due to the fact that those who have smaller hands may find it difficult to power on and off or merely turn on and off the screen by constantly having to hit the top. I don't have that large of hands, however, for me it's not difficult, but I find it a lot easier to merely use the side. The speaker on this device is located in the lower right hand portion of the phone right here pointed out, and there is an LED for when you have notifications hidden within the design that you cannot see at this particular time. Something else that Boost Mobile incorporated in this new device is that you can swipe to unlock the screen from any point on the phone. It doesn't need to be from the top. You can do it from the left, right, top, bottom. Makes no difference. One thing you will notice that's different about this phone is the application drawer is simply from hitting a icon as opposed to you just being able to tap on the bottom. So, which that is kind of interesting, and it did take me a little bit to get used to because I was so used to hitting the middle button on the HTC, or there's generally a little bottom button on all of the other devices. And you can alter whatever you want to customize whatever fits your needs. Running through here, I only added approximately 7 or 8 applications. There's really not a lot of bloatware going on this particular device, so there's not a lot that's going to be bogging down your device to the point where you would need to delete a lot of stock applications. Running through the storage of the phone, you will see immediately, yes, you are reading that correct, 11 and almost 11.5 gigabyte of total storage, which is why a micro SD card is not included in this device. If I scroll down to the bottom of the SD card, I currently have a 4 gig SD card, which is not included with this phone, but I purchased that on my own because I never knew that they would come out with a device with such massive storage in it. If we scroll back and we go down to the About phone, you will see that this phone currently runs Android version 4.0.4. Now, one thing that should be noted is when you open the device and first turn it on, you will have an update. I'm not sure which Android version. It might be on 4.0.3, but as soon as you open it, you have to update it, and this is the model, the baseband version and kernel version, which you guys will currently have on your phone. Now, since this is on Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich, there's no need to root your phone in order to have the flashlight work, which, as you can see, if you download flashlight application, it looks just like this. It's free on the marketplace, and I simply turn it on. You will see just how bright the flashlight is on this phone. So, and that's all just stock. And it also enables the screenshot feature, which all you have to simply do is press and hold on the power button and the home button at the same time. And there you go. So taking screenshots and having a working flashlight application does not require root access on this phone. Another cool feature that comes stock on this phone is the notification bar. You will notice that I used to use Switch Pro, which was an application you could download from the market in order to have these toggle switches, which now come stock just right here in your notification bar, where you can simply turn on and off your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, your GPS, your silent mode, and on and off 4G. All you have to simply do is tap on it and it will turn on. Simply tap it again and it will turn off. Now, the stock widgets that come on your phone are merely the clock and your weather. If you simply tap on the clock, you can have your alarm clock, world clock, stopwatch, and timer, and that is how you set those. For your weather application, simply tap on it and it'll give you a 6-day forecast, as well as your high, low, all the basic information, and you can update it as frequently as you wish. Now, some other different things that are featured on this phone is if you go through your options and merely go through the display option, you can change your wallpaper for your home screen and your lock screen to change them. You can also enable it to show your clock and your weather through them. Some other neat features is you could change your font style. I have mine currently on default. However, they give you 2 other options, or you can get more online. Some other different things are, it's hard to tell based on this camera. However, on the battery it says 34%. And I used to have to download an application to let me know exactly how much of my battery that I had left. However, that's no longer needed. And that's done through this option right here, display battery percentage. You can also adjust the screen power and that would save you on battery. You can obviously just the stock options, you know, your screen timeout, that come on every single phone. Nothing too special in reference to that. Now, if we go through power saving mode, that is when you have a, like, you can have it set up on custom, and you can have it turn different things off. Basically, if you're on low battery, to conserve it, you can have it where once you read a specific battery amount, I have mine set on 20%, it'll automatically turn off your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, turn off sync. You can adjust your brightness, also that, you know, it will conserve something. So if you're on the road and you're not near a charger, without having to turn off your phone, it will automatically do these settings for you. Now, as I discussed earlier in this video, one key feature that a lot of people are always concerned about are the lights on the bottom of the phone. You can have it set for these following options: 1.5 seconds, 6 seconds, always off, or always on. So if I select always on, they will always stay on no matter what. Let's see. Okay, as long as the phone is on, they will be on. I always just set mine for 1.5 seconds because I find no need that they're constantly on. Another thing that a lot of people are always concerned about is the battery. Now, prior to picking up this phone, I heard a lot of criticism in reference to the battery, and by far the worst battery I've ever had on a phone was from the LG Marquee. Great phone, however, it's a terrible battery. Right now, you can't read it because of the graph. I can't alter it at all. It says 8 hours, 24 minutes, and 25 seconds on the battery. Now, I did slap it on the charger for probably about 15 minutes prior to shooting this video because of the fact that I had the power save mode on, so it wasn't allowing me to turn the screen to a different brightness, etc. So I had this phone on since 9 o'clock yesterday, so we're talking almost 12 hours, and I used it quite a bit in the beginning of the night. However, from 9 o'clock until 10:30 last night, it went down to 70, I want to say 75%. So do not expect a lot of talk time out of this battery. I expected a lot more considering it's an 1800 milliamp battery, and I didn't even have a lot of things running on this particular device. However, I would not expect a phone like this to last you for, I would say with heavy use, you're probably looking at about 8 hours to run it down to complete 0%. That's just a guess. I don't know the exact number. However, like I said, when I got home, it was probably, so 8 hours. 8 hours later, so about 6 o'clock in the morning when I got home, it was on 18%. So, and like I said, that was not with heavy use. So I can only imagine, but that was with 4G on. So I don't know if 4G really played that big of a factor in it. However, that's just day one of it. More will follow as I use the phone more. Alright, so one of the key features with this device is obviously the cameras. Alright, so right now this is on picture mode. So if I just scroll through it really quick just to give you guys an idea on what the camera looks like. Now on top you have very simple options. If we scroll through our settings, you can just run through them just like that. Now your effects, it's nothing too crazy like with the HTC. They're very basic settings. This is your shoot mode if you want your flash on or off or auto, and simply hitting the top, there I am. Okay, so the camera may not look that good right now. You're looking obviously through a camera lens. It doesn't look all that nice, but trust me, in person it's a lot nicer. Now if I flip that back, let's go ahead and switch over to video mode. Right, again, you will have your options for long video, video mail. Video mail would be something that you want to send through a text message. You can't send long videos through a text message, it just won't work. Self-recording, if we tap on that, this is what I used yesterday to shoot the video. So as you can see right now, it doesn't look all that nice, but when you're in person and you're actually using it, so if you ever have a chance and you want to check it out, see if the Boost Mobile store by you offers you the option of checking out the device, see if they have a live model of it. So once again, your options, you can reverse it here on the top and that'll give you more options on top. And that's how you can switch it again. So I will do, I will probably get that out there today. I will record some examples just so you guys can see what the quality is like. All right, just to give you guys a quick idea on how loud the actual phone is. Another little neat thing, now the vibrate feature is very weak on this phone. However, it gives you the option right here for vibration intensity, and you could set it different for ringtones, notifications, and the vibrate when you tap on the screen. I have mine set all the way up to the top. And I will play a ringtone now just so you guys can hear how loud the phone is. Okay, now that we're on the topic of the speaker, I thought I'd point out that when you have it on the highest setting, it gets very distorted, and that goes for watching TV shows, playing music, etc. it seems like anything that gets in the way of the speaker, it's hard to explain, but if you have it laying on a surface, just something like this, if there's anything remotely close to it that will block it, it gets very distorted. So I do not recommend you putting your phone on the highest setting as far as volume goes, because it distorts it and makes it sound really, really bad. Alright, so let's check out what contacts look like. Obviously I have mine synced up with my Facebook. Now, one thing I will say that I dislike about it is, as you can see, my contacts have their profile pictures, okay? Now let's watch let's see who I don't call. This guy. Alright, as you can see how distorted that picture gets? That's how it is for every single person that is on your list, which I don't know why that does that. Maybe an update will fix that. And if we tap on our phone, look how giant those numbers are. Even a blind man could dial a phone number on there and dial it just fine. I thought that was crazy. As far as text messaging goes, it's pretty basic. Your little conversation bubbles that you have on the top. It comes with 3 different keyboards. It gives you your standard, which I have right now. It comes stock with swipe, and you have one other one that is just basic, and that is pretty much your contacts and your text messaging. That was my quick review on the Samsung Galaxy S2, available from Boost Mobile for $370. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you currently have the phone or plan on getting it, make sure you leave a comment below and let me know what you like or dislike about the phone. Thanks for checking it out, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for future videos on Boost Mobile phones.